And last but not least, How to Train Your Dragon.
Vikings fight dragons. We don't train them.
I have to try.
We're gonna take this nice and slow.
You've been keeping secrets.
We don't have to fight them.
Whoa.
I'm in.
Me too.
Sign me up.
You're crazy. I like that.
I'm okay. Less okay.
DreamWorks How to Train Your Dragon in 3D. Rated PG. In theaters March 26th.
You gotta give DreamWorks some credit. When they feel like competing with Pixar, they come out with something good. How to Train Your Dragon is a great example of why being cliche isn't a bad thing. They took a familiar concept of an outcast loser going on a journey and ending up proving all of those who doubted him wrong, which is a plot point that I'm a huge fan of, and they applied dragons to it. In this told tale, we have Hiccup, who's the outcast of his village filled with Vikings. They're strong and stubborn, and he's weak and a bit of a screw-up. He wants to be like them and consistently gets in their way while trying to help. But there's a bit more to the plot than that. They're in a village constantly under the attack of dragons, and the Vikings pride themselves on their ability to fight them. Hiccup manages to take down one of the dragons when no one's around to see it. When he goes to investigate, he actually begins to learn about the dragons, and it turns out they're not as bad as the Vikings make them out to be. He starts to bond with the dragon that he finds, which he names Toothless, and the scenes with those two bonding are fantastic. He learns a few tricks about the dragons, and this comes in handy because he's starting training at the Dragon Academy. So this movie is mainly about these two different aspects of his life eventually clashing together. Him raising Toothless and his village wanting him to kill dragons, and as anyone can predict, it's not going to come together well. Throw in a few more twists and turns involving the dragons, and you get a great animated movie. The animation is great, like just from the character models, both human and dragons alike, to just the effects used throughout. Like, this was a fun movie to see in 3D 2 years ago in the theater. The voice talented is great. Jay Baruchel, America Ferrera, Gerard Butler, Craig Ferguson, T.J. Miller, Jonah Hill, Kristen Wiig, and McLovin, they were all great as their characters. And just, the story is fantastic. While it's predictable, you want to see Hiccup and Toothless succeed. And hey, they even thrown a few twists that will still surprise you. And it's not kiddie, like the story takes itself seriously, like they're light comedic moments, but they're fairly subtle. And it's more than just like one story, it's like, it's a father and son with differences conflict, it's a boy and his dragon, it's a loser hero story, it's a story about standing up to your parents and being your own person and not letting them control your destiny. And this might sound weird, but this is usually my go-to movie when I want to watch something with a girl, because like, it's impossible not to like this movie. Even when they're like, I don't like kids' movies, my response is like, come on, you'll love How to Train Your Dragon. And like 90 minutes later, it's like, that was a really good movie. And then they leave. But that's neither here nor there. But anyway, I did it with The Social Network, I did it with Star Trek, so of course How to Train Your Dragon, once again, 5 out of 5. And again, if you haven't seen this movie, watch it, like, now. And I keep forgetting to check out that TV show that shows the events between the first movie and what the sequel will be about. So I'll be sure to check out Dragons Riders of Berk. This is not an advertisement. And of course, if you like this review and you want to see more, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it.